is an ultimate sacrifice. Imagine that you need to leave your country for you to be able to get a job and fill your families. Actually, we conducted a customer validation on more than 50 OFWs. How? Through social networking sites like Facebook and Twitter. And even we also used personal phone calls for us to determine what are the common problems of being an overseas Filipino workers. And we found out that there is undeniable discrimination. Let me tell you a story. Meet Christy. Christy is an OFW in Kuwait. And you know what had happened to her? Her employer used to ask her to clean the walls using bleach in her bare hands. And the sickening part is this. One occasion, the siblings of her employers poured a bleach and inserted a chili pepper on her vagina. That, imagine, what if one of your relatives also experiencing the same scenario? What would you do? Another story. OFWs used to run out to their employers because definitely they want to survive. So they seek help for the Philippine consulate. But unfortunately, the government do not have concrete plans for the OFWs. So this is the challenge, everyone. I, as a developer, you, as an entrepreneur, what could you do to save these overseas Filipino workers? Well, I believe that this application that we were going to develop is the key. We are planning to develop a cross-platform mobile application that would cater the needs of our abused and mistreated or maltreated overseas Filipino workers. Okay, what is our business model? We are planning to have crowdsourcing. So we just need to remember an equation. A little contribution multiplied by a lot of people or donators is equal to a powerful crowdsourcing application. Let's go to our demonstration. Actually, we created a prototype and we have installed it in Android tablet, where's my teammate, and also to BlackBerry Z10. So you only need to remember 3 steps. First is to register. Second is to donate. And the last is if you want to know where your money goes. This is our application. I'm convincing everyone to support our application. We believe that we are the perfect people to do this application because we care and we believe that overseas Filipino workers deserve to be addressed. Why? Because they are also one of the reasons why our economy is in progress. Thank you. So this is my teammate. This is Charmaine Manuel, the developer. This is John Rex Felicidario and Emma Ortega. I'm the database analyst. Yes, ma'am.
So it's an app for charity for OFWs, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And what you want, how do you identify, you're crowdsourcing, you're getting volunteers to crowdfund.
Yes, ma'am.
But then how do you identify who it goes to, where it goes? Are they funding for specific people or specific countries?
Actually, we are funding for a specific person, specifically the overseas Filipino workers. As you can see in our application, there are pictures, and all of those pictures has a story. And the volunteer or the donators, if he wants, she's going to use our mobile application to be able to know who is the specific person she want to help, or he or she want to help.
So the stories of the OFWs, their individual stories are posted by the OFWs.
Yes, ma'am.
They're asking for help from the crowd, and the crowd chooses. It's like a kiva for OFWs.
Yes, ma'am. It's like an aggregator or the middleman between the donator and the person who wants to donate. Yes, sir.
To get the OFWs to know of this website.
Well, actually, we're planning to talk to the BODA, OWA, or even the government for them to be able to know that there is an existing application. And if that happens, it will be able to compete in the global market because the application would be also advertised not only in the Philippines but in the whole world. So definitely, we will have a lot of leaders.
Alright, thank you so much, the Wow Space. Okay, now we have the gas listers. A round of applause, please. And by the way, guys, for the startups, you can have your demo later on if you want to show your ideas during the open mic. So,
Hi guys, we are the gas listers. So, guys, get the presentation on at least. Beam, come on! So, we are the gas listers. What do we do? Right? Simple, we find out the best place for you guys to refill your tanks at the lowest possible cost and get you deals which will help you sail through and get the things that you need at a lower cost. The market size. There's 7.5 million registered vehicles in Philippines. Assuming just 10% of that refuel every day. So we are talking about 750,000 drivers on the road looking for the best available prices for fuel. Right? So we have a target market of 750,000 people within Philippines looking at, and assuming that we tap just a part of that, that's 75,000 people use our services, so that's just 1% of the overall vehicle registrations, registered vehicles in Philippines use our services, and we generate a revenue of 75,000 pesos a day. And that's just targeting 1% of market penetration only in Philippines. And using the scalability of our model and the relationships developed in Philippines, we can easily scale it up to entire Southeast Asia, countries like Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, scale it up. And even at 1% market penetration, we are looking at a market size, a revenue of 25 million pesos per annum. Just to move on, how do we do business? How do we get the things done? We have 3 test users, we can say, and just look through their lives on a particular day. We have Earl, we have Carlo, and Camille. How does Earl look for gasoline? He just fires up his mobile app. This is how a beta mobile app looks like. He fires up his mobile app, look for the prices of the gasoline on his intended route, and then we have Carlo, who just logs on to our website. The website, guys. Come on! Okay, we have Carlo, who just goes on to our website. That's how our beta website looks like, right? They go onto the website and he simply looks at the intended route and then they get all the listings for the gas prices on the intended route and finds out which is the most approachable, goes ahead and refills. Now the problem is, that's how the beta website looks like with the fuel prices on it and in a tabular format, the pricing, how it looks like. Can we get back to the presentation? Now, then we have Camille. Unfortunately, Camille does not have an internet connection on a smartphone and does not have an internet-enabled laptop or thing. So how does Camille get the information? Simple, text us. We'll get back to you with the cost of the gasoline in the desired location via SMS. So we target the entire spectrum of drivers, whether they have an internet-enabled device or not. So, how do we go about the money part? In terms of our revenue flow, at the first year we are at a negative revenue flow, and over the next 2 years we grow linearly, and then that explosion happens and we explode in popularity. What do we need? We need a funding of 1 million pesos and in 3 tranches of 25%, 50% and 25%. And this is how we look at spending our initial capital invested in us. So, as a concluding statement, what are we looking at? We are looking, just add to it the ad revenue generated by integrating social media, ads from social media. And we are sitting at a solid revenue model to be generated in. Thank you. mobile. We are looking at people to create a unique mobile advertising ecosystem.
How much of this is built over the weekend?
All of it. And in fact, we did a market validation study. We stood at the gas station asking people, if we give you a mobile ad over a period, would you be using the mobile ad? So they said that we would purchase, because since we are at the gas station, and if you offer a 10% discount at a meal in a mini stop at the gas station, we would like to use that meal.
So, how much do gas prices actually fluctuate between different?
How much do gas prices actually fluctuate between different gas stations, and how often do they change their pricing?
The prices are fluctuated on a daily basis, and it could be from 1 peso to 2 peso, it could be anything. The fluctuations can depend. And again, given this platform, this gives the gas stations and platform wherein they can advertise their deals on an hourly basis, and using the utilization rate for their gas station, they can run a promo and drive traffic to their gas station at a particular thing. And we do not charge anything to the gas station owners to upload the data, neither to the user end in terms of retrieving the data from it. We do not charge them. So in terms of the accessibility of the flow of data happens seamlessly. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much, gas listers. Now we have the next group, Senti, followed by the Holy Grail. So Senti, are you ready? Alright, so once again guys, later on during the open mic, for those start off, you can have your demo later within 2 minutes. Okay, so Senti.
Holy Grails on that.
This is Pearl, brand manager for Nescafe. She's unhappy with the agencies that offer market research products on social media because they don't have enough data points, it can't capture Tagalog feedback, and they're expensive. With the emergence of social media marketing and advertising, brand managers are now faced with these challenges. 1. Existing social media monitoring services do not cover Filipino. And 2. Existing services are very costly. We were able to talk to 10 brand managers about their biggest problems, and it has always been getting more for less, as well as reaching customers at a lower cost.
I need to reach more customers.
I know it got to my marketing expenses.
They already have a provider, but they don't capture Tagalog.
Our solution, Senti. Insights to your advantage. We provide a tool for brands, companies that need valuable feedback from their customers through social media, focusing on Filipino market, covering Tagalog, English, even Taglish, Jejemon, text speak. We provide an in-depth analysis extracted from the data. Here's a quick look of our system. Here, a cable brand manager is using the web service. The dashboard gives him the overwhelming negative sentiment of the customers in social media by providing details on the number and frequency of these feedback. And if he wants to take a look at the details and see what users actually said, the stream will allow him to view the actual post, grouped in by negative, positive, or neutral. If the dashboard gives the overview and the stream gives the details, the report delivers the insights the brand manager will need to make data-driven decisions. In the process of solving this problem, the negative post uncovered a prominent sentiment, wala, signal, that he wasn't aware of and would not have been aware of if not for this program. 9 out of 10 brand managers we talked to said they'd be willing to buy this product and they would pay 360,000 to 10 million pesos a year per brand, proving that the market for this product exists. How do we profit from this? Our revenue stream will be coming from licenses, subscriptions, and add-ons. In the future, we envision widening the scope to customer relation management, and of course creating demand for this type of service. Starting with brand managers, Senti will expand and partner with advertising, marketing, PR, as well as media agencies. Now I introduce our team. We have a developer and researcher, designer, finance and strategy people, sales and marketing. We have technical capabilities built by over 30 years of collective experiences in marketing, research, industry, and finance. This is a real problem with a real solution that we can address. Help us deliver insights to your advantage. Maraming salamat po. Yes, sir.
I was wondering if what is the secret sauce of the product, because it's not new. In Singapore, there's a company called ThoughtBuzz that does the same thing, for example. What is the secret sauce which makes you, different from competition?
Yes, the language. As said, we're using Filipino language. The customers are Filipinos, so we need to know their sentiments, how they use the language. We have Filipino, Taglish, English, Jejemon, text speak. So that will be that's our secret sauce.
Anyone in the team has an expertise in natural language?
Natural, yes.
I'm an expert for natural language processing, so I've been working for it for 5 years now.
How different is it from something like Radiant 6? Is it just Radiant 6 with Tagalog?
With Tagalog, and then insights. We're getting insights from the data that we're getting through the social media posts. They're not capturing Tagalog. That's right.
And is it everything on the internet, like social media, Facebook, everything on social media, websites? What's the parameter?
Okay, the plan first is to target social media, so we have Twitter and Facebook. And the plan is in the future we can have blogs, you can have forums, and news websites as well.
Thank you.
Alright, there you have it. Next, we have the Holy Grail. Stella, please prepare.
A tube of lipstick represent not just color, but hope. Hope that tomorrow you can do better at chasing your dreams. Said by Charles Rapson, the founder of Revlon. Good afternoon, I am Jane Darceo, and I swear by what this man said. Looking good is confidence, and confidence is empowerment. But that's not always the case for me. I used to be one of those people who panic at department stores and get stuck with a bag of beauty products that are expensive and not necessarily right for me. I just wanted to look my best. It's my first day at work. I wanted to get a boyfriend and maybe impress my boss. What's so wrong with that, right? So I enrolled myself in a makeup school that cost me a whopping 12,000 pesos. Man, they were wrong when they said the best things in life are free. Definitely not. So, help is on the way, and it is all online. This is where Holy Grail comes in. Holy Grail is a personalized beauty samples subscription service. It allows users to gain access to cosmetics that are handpicked for them based on their individual skin tones, lifestyle, and of course, taste. It's delivered at their doorstep, and it's for a a very affordable price. According to Euromonitor, at 2012, the sales of cosmetics is increased by 8%, pushing it up to 6.8 billion pesos, with an annual growth of 7.7% in the last 3 years. We actually upped the Facebook page just last night, and we get shares and likes, and we get feedbacks that finally, a personal makeup shopper is here. X. So yeah, there is a growing market for makeup users. What's inside the Holy Grail kit? I want to reiterate that we are your personal makeup shopper. So everything is handpicked and meticulously put together to suit your taste. So this is our landing page. So it's just a teaser. So we get people to sign up. After signing up, they get to be profiled based on their skin tone, they get to answer a survey, and they get to be asked, are you a newbie or an expert? If you are a newbie, you get directed to our looks page where you can start on your kits that are chosen for you. Then experts can mix and match products that helps them to achieve a look. And this is exciting. What's that? Scary. Okay. So this is exciting. The virtual makeup lab. So you get to experiment on looks, and you get to instantly visualize it on our site. Isn't it fun? You can like take a picture of yourself and then upload it in Facebook, maybe your mom, your dad, I don't know, just for fun. So next is, you get to be connected, and you can book a makeup artist that is on call. So the question is, how do we get a share of the pie that the multi-billion-dollar beauty industry is earning every year? First, our products, the Holy Grail kit, commissions from our merchants, and from the MUA services, which is makeup artists, by the way. So content capacity for building a community and earning followers, niche search, and also analytics on data consumption and product. And products. So that's very helpful for cosmetics companies. So in simpler terms, what is our edge? There is big room for growth here and lower risk of failing. I really wish you could support us. Thank you very much, and remember, you are beautiful. You're beautiful. So this is my team. We are all girls, but our devs are boys. They're just outside. Baka marinig nila kayo.
They're all gonna apply.
Sure.
So, I mean, I'm sure almost everyone on the panel here knows Birchbox. So the more interesting part for us to understand is sort of what are the local market conditions that are different than other markets and how you're addressing them. So I think like from the many countries where it's in this model, like the key things tend to revolve around where you source your products. Like the inventory mix is very hard to get. How are you going to deal with customer acquisition? And here specifically in the Philippines, I think we could, by the way, there are 3 other companies already executing on this here. Is people here tend to buy things sample size already. So how do you build a business around shipping people samples?
All right. Actually, our idea. That's a good question, and it's a long one. So, yeah. Seriously, our business model is actually happening here. If the concern that this model doesn't work in the Philippines, we already have competitors, which is Glamour Box, Orange Box, Salad Box, any box out there. But the difference with us is the taste level and a matter of personalization. You know, from when you go to the site, our virtual makeup lab is definitely an advantage. And of course, when they get their package, everything is handpicked. So the next question is in the inventory, the partners, the brands. So we're still working on that. We're still looking. So we wanted Sana to promote local brands because there are many local brands that's in the internet but they don't get exposure. So we wanted to do that. And in terms of inventory mix, actually I work in merchandising. So I work for SM Retail. So I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to OTB, merchandising. So I think I know that. I can do that part.
Customer acquisition costs.
Customer acquisition cost. Right now, what our plan is, we're going to put sign up, then community. We're going to do a sign up and we're going to promote it, and we're going to first see the user traction. Then when we have the user traction, when we have many sign-ups, that's when we have a gun, to go to the companies and tell them that they can partner with us.
Alright, thank you so much, Holy Grail. Now we proceed to our next group, Squella. Alright, give them a round of applause, please. And Hired Ninja, please prepare.
Good afternoon, guys. We are Squella, and we're an open marketplace for discovering offline classes. We are here to make education more accessible for everyone. So, what are the problems that we are trying to address, and who are the people that we are trying to help? First are the teachers who are trying to fill classes, and the students who need to fill gaps in their knowledge. Now, why is there a gap in their knowledge, and what are those things that they want to fill? First, professionals want to get a better job. Second, they are college students who are graduating and who might want to get a good job, and of course, they want to learn a new skill. So here's a demo of our prototype where you can take classes in different fields. Now, everyone here knows that one of the biggest problems in startups is getting the word out. So in here, you can take a class for startup PR where you can learn how to build traction and, of course, get the attention of the media giants. So what makes us different? The teachers here are the industry experts who are out there, and our classes are project-based where students learn by doing as opposed to passive listening to classes. So how are we going to acquire users? Just yesterday, I have talked to Peter Cullen, and they were interested in hosting another pitch craft. It was a class specifically just for pitching, and that community has an extensive reach of up to more than 1,000. And another thing is we're planning to set up a referral system where others can invite your friends and get discounts for classes. And of course, on top of that, they can check in their class and share it on Facebook. So how big is the market? Around 440,000 people took professional courses in Manila alone last year. And they are the guys who are in the fields of computer programming, startups, people who are interested in crafts, and so on. So out of 440,000, there are 20,000 certified instructors in Manila who can teach them. And so, how are you going to make money? Teachers can pay up front 1,500 pesos to set up their class on our site, and we will get 12% cut from each ticket they can sell in each class. So, here's our team. We are seasoned entrepreneurs who have ventured into different spaces. I'm Albert, and my group, and this is Glenn, Daryl is in the back, and Vince. So again, We are Squella, an open marketplace for discovering real-world classes.
I have a question. Which I'm trying to understand. Are do you see an increase in the uptake of online courses in the Philippines? And how does that impact?
In the Philippines, no. And actually, in online courses, Coursera just reported that only about 5% of those who take their classes are finishing those courses because people really prefer meeting up. And in fact, I validated that through attending different stock market classes. People were really willing to pay up to 5,000. In fact, the last teacher paid up 12,000 pesos in order to learn one thing, and it's about makeup.
So I just want to clarify, I'm a little confused. You're building an online portal to fill classes that already exist or to create new classes?
Yeah, both. Because there are companies who already have their own curriculum for classes, so they can just put it up there and we will do the marketing for it.
So it's a crowdsourced, if you have a school, it's a crowdsourced, these are the classes available, and then you take a 12% cut of whatever students you enroll in your classes.
Alright, thank you so much, Bella. Now, we proceed to our next group, Hire Ninja. And for ingredients, please prepare.
So, hey guys! So today I'm pitching Hire Ninja. It's a mobile recruiting application for every man's hiring needs. So, it's a sad fact of life that most businesses and recruiters spend so much time going over resumes and applications, whether online or through other channels. But a whole lot of these guys are underqualified, and even those that are qualified don't actually translate into hires. So why not turn the process around? Instead of companies doing postings, why not have the candidates do the postings of their current interests, their current skills, their current positions and pay grades, and the positions and pay grades that they want. That way, recruiters would have an easier time going through their phones and finding the right talents. So, even LinkedIn agrees that there is a market for this. So, according to LinkedIn, only 13% of companies sufficiently invest in this, but nearly 59% of users already learn about opportunities through their phones. 52% apply for job opportunities through their phones. So, how big is this market? It's a $130 billion market. Even just LinkedIn Recruiter is a $205 million market with 2.8 billion businesses and 15,000 recruiter networks. So the product is simple. It's a two-step process for both the recruiter and the employee. So say I'm a Google developer and I want to move to a better job at Microsoft. All I have to do is fill out a profile on the app, maybe my current position, how much I'm being paid, and what I'm looking for, and what kind of pay grade I want. And I can link it up to my LinkedIn profile, my contact info. If the recruiter likes what he sees, he can find me through this app, and he can directly call me, send me a message, or email me through the app. So how do I make money? It's a B2B model. I'm looking at B2B because it helps screen the recruiters and the businesses coming in, so it's legit. So you know these guys are legit. So just a 0.5% of LinkedIn's market already translates to roughly $1 million or 40 million pesos. Another backdoor revenue model I might look at is data mining. With the data on this app, I can look at career trajectories and supply versus demand for jobs. So these are the recruitment tools currently available. Now, in no way am I saying that, hey, Hire Ninja can replace all these tools. Rather, Hire Ninja would be a good addition to the combination of tools that recruiters use now. Even more than that, current mobile apps for recruiting are complicated and trying to do too much at once. So why Hire Ninja? It's simple, a two-step process. It uses existing data on LinkedIn, it's fast, and it's discreet. Nobody on Google will ever find out I went for that job on Microsoft. So the team, that's me, Kathy and you. I'm a fourth-year student at UP, and my partner is John Benedict Yap. He's a 3D designer and engineer. Thank you.
What does the competitive landscape look like for this right now?
I checked the LinkedIn recruiter report. They say the mobile landscape for recruitment is really being ignored. There are not much players in the field. So I think this would really do a lot towards making recruiters and business owners' lives convenient.
So you're targeting global market?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
Alright, thank you so much. Now let's give it up for our next group, the 4 ingredients. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Next we have the macabre.
Sorry.